Same reason he didn't film himself next to evil queens. He'd be giving the game away. Ironically, this is how the bishop plagiarism was discovered in the first place. Someone was trying to find the source of one of these quotes and googled it and discovered the whole segment was a quote. Summerton's videos are anti-educational. They go out of their way to hide where they come from or where to learn more. But this gives me an idea for a hot new game. Go to a random section of Summerton's video and just Google the words he's saying. Okay, I'm gonna literally click on a random part of the video right now. I'm gonna hold my mouse up to the microphone so you can hear it.
Dedicates an entire subplot to the romance between Ricky and Eddie.
Okay. And here we go. One result! Well, that was easy!
It, by Stephen King, was published in 1986 and has made a lasting cultural impression. The novel inspired a miniseries, 2 movies, and ruined clowns for generations of children. And adults, frankly.
Oh, good one. This one is an analysis of Stephen King's It by Rachel Brands. He reads this article for about 4.5 minutes. And Brands is one of many people whose name didn't make it into his dumb fucking credits. I reached out to Brands about her essay being used in this manner, and she told me she'd never been asked permission to use it, but she already knew it happened. You see, she was a fan of Summerton's work, and even supported him financially on Patreon. So she saw this video as soon as it went out, and realized it was copying her. This is so fucked up. A queer writer who supported James financially because she thought he was making original work discovered she was funding the plagiarism of work like hers, including literally hers. Brands was never paid by the website she wrote this essay for, since at the time she was writing for exposure, which she definitely didn't get when James didn't even fucking credit her. Summerton makes a lot of money doing this. Tens of thousands of dollars in Patreon income, ad revenue, his many sponsorships, and another massive payday we haven't even gotten to yet. Brands has never been compensated for her contribution to James's financial success, and she's not the only person James plagiarized in the section on Stephen King's It alone. After reading Brands without crediting her for almost 5 minutes, suddenly he starts saying new words.
Childhood trauma roots under the skin of the Losers Club well into adulthood.
Wow, did James write part of his video all by himself? Nope. It's from the Hollywood Reporter. We've seen this song and dance before. It goes on for ages. I'm just gonna highlight one of the parts he changed because it's so funny.
Like every person on the planet, the losers remain trapped in their trauma. They've just found new ways to cope. Richie ended up telling jokes and becoming rich and successful, but always alone.
Summerton specifically removed mention of a character finding success using other people's material. That probably hit a bit too close to home, huh?
The plagiarism thing, it's not a thing.
After several minutes of stealing Joelle Monique's article, the video still has a bunch of runtime left to talk about it.
It is the hate that's unnatural. The hate that is evil.
Oh, for fuck!
When we get into the head of Don Haggerty, Adrian's boyfriend, and the author lets the reader know him, he's sympathetic, he's smart, and loving. He also sees the town for what it is, sees its evil clearly, and wants to leave it.
The entire 12-minute long It section is copied from 3 different articles, back to back to back, and only one of the 3 authors is even in these shitty credits. Summerton didn't thank Brands or Monique for the articles about Stephen King's It he stole for money. He did, however, take the opportunity to thank Stephen King! I love it when small indie writers finally get the acknowledgement they deserve. It boggles my tiny mind just how much every tiny thing is stolen in this video. He really briefly, like for 30 seconds, discusses the appeal of witchcraft to queer people, and he steals an article for that too.
Witchcraft, on the other hand, offered a spiritual space where queer people could step into their personal power and explore otherness without shame, guilt, or fear. Furthermore, the idea of a coven creates a space for community.
Based on the works of whoever wrote this sentence. Of the 18 authors I found him stealing from, only 9 of them make it into the opening or closing based on credits. So at least half the people he copied didn't even get a bullshit credit. And that's just what I found. I'm pretty sure I missed some. Maybe he reworded some parts better than others, so it's harder to check. But after seeing how much shit he stole for this video, I have no doubt the blank spaces are just someone else I missed. After this video came out, I think he decided he'd gotten away with it. So he stopped using the based on the works of excuse and just went right back to stealing shit. Here's one of his next videos, Code Breakers, Queer Film Theory and Why It Matters. This video's opening credits are just James, and the description thanks no one, but it's still full of plagiarism. Replacing the queer agenda with a strict so much. What I was bet he stole his line too. Place your bets. Have been erased from the story, they are prevented from learning who they actually enjoyed and being able to go read more. I find this genuinely sad. James, how do you manage to churn out so many high-quality videos so frequently? I know. At one point he starts explaining basic film theory. Not basic by nerd standards. I mean, it's like he's just reading Wikipedia. Actually, not like.
Today, there are many different schools of film theory. So let's talk about them. The structuralist film theory emphasizes how films convey meaning through the use of codes and conventions, not dissimilar to the way languages are used to construct meaning in communication. An example of this is understanding how the simple combination of shots can create an additional idea. The blank expression on a person's face, an appetizing meal, and then back to the person's face. While nothing in this sequence literally expresses hunger or desire, the juxtaposition of the images convey that meaning to the audience. Marxist film